What is up, everyone? Welcome to 30 Days of Death Shadow. Today we are on day number 21. Pretty exciting stuff. Pretty crazy. We're already 2/3 of the way through the challenge. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. I have challenged myself to play a different version of Death Shadow every day for 30 days straight and to upload it to YouTube. And today we are on our fifth rotation. So on our fifth rotation for day one, we have Grixis Shadow. So I'm super excited to play some Grixis Shadow today. Definitely the archetype I've struggled with the most. So that's a good sign because that means that's what I need the most practice with. We're taking this list from my good buddy Mike. This is what he most recently played on stream. More or less a pretty straightforward Grixis Shadow list. But we're trying out Cling in the main, a Magmatic Channeler over the third snap, a Drown in the Lock, and a Royal Scions in the 2 flex slots for the deck. So otherwise, the rest is pretty stock, what you'd expect to see from a Grixis Shadow list. Gurmag Angler, Street Wraiths, Dismembers, Death Shadows, all the good stuff like that. In our sideboard, we have a pretty well-rounded sideboard. We've got 3 Nile Spell Bombs to help with graveyard decks. Drown in the Lock is a flexible counter removal spell. 2 Terminates as just hard removal spells for things like Prowess, humans, other creature-based matchups. We have a Disdainful Stroke for matchups like Tron and Amulet. Mana Leak, just a really good flexible counter spell. You know, in the Mana Leak spot, sometimes you'll see Delay, but that's more typical to see in like 4-color Shadow. Grixis Shadow sometimes just needs that hard counter in Mana Leak. And we got Plague Engineer, really important card right now. Lots of tribal decks out there. 2 Kozilek's Return because we have so much trouble with the pro-black, pro-red creatures that are in the format, specifically Ariat Champion. And 2 Kolaghan's Command. It's another really flexible, grindy card. Also, the Shatter can matter a lot in matchups like Tron and E-Tron. So sweet, I'm super excited. If I haven't said it already, I'm no expert at all in the Shadow archetype, but this has been a really fun challenge to help me try to improve my skills and do better. And so this should be a fun little adventure here with Grixis. I'm honestly just hoping to see if we can work in some good wins, some good play, and let's see what happens. Let's dive right in. Start up our league match. Just real quick, let me double check. Okay, we have Grixis Death Shadow registered. Made that mistake a couple times already, registering the wrong deck. We got Grixis Death Shadow. We're ready to dive right in. Cool. So, this is a weird hand. My first impulse was to mulligan, because we do just have 4 lands here. But let's count up our Gurmag math. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if nothing else changes, we have a turn 3 Gurmag Angler. We're on the draw. Some things to like is that turn 1 Thoughtseize. Also, we get to bobble kind of Scry for ourselves. I think let's give this a shot. Maybe some people who play Shadow will be kind of cringing at keeping a hand like this. I'm not sure. Let's see what we draw into. Another Gurmag, not necessarily what we're looking for here. So we're going to bobble. We're kind of just going to bobble our opponent because we're just going to fetch Shock and Thoughtseize. We know they're drawing in Chromatic Star, so we know we're definitely up against Tron, Green Tron that is, because we could have been up against Eldrazi Tron. Always scary when Green Tron. Oh, excuse me, no, you're not. Cool. We're on some really cool brew from our opponent. Grinding Station combo. We're using this and then Urza. So interesting hand. Really slow hand. So I know these constitute a combo. So let's take a look. So an online card. Yeah, this cheapens things. And this is just like, maybe we're supposed to take this. I think I'm just going to take the most powerful card in the hand, and that's the Urza. Hopefully we can pick up some things. Maybe, okay, Street Race is pretty good. That gives us a turn 2 Gurmag Angler, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they're going to cast that Grinding Station. You know, maybe we learned from this is a really bad mistake, letting them have both Semblance Amble and Grinding Station. I guess I was looking to see maybe we draw more Disruption here, like Drown in the Loch potentially. But with that being said, so let's count. We're going to put 1 in the yard. That's 4, and then this is 5, and then 6, 7. So if we hit another Thoughtseize, say, off of this Street Race cycle, we can maybe... Okay, no, we don't. That's alright. So we're just going to go ahead and land this Gurmag Angler. Pass the turn to our opponent. Inventor's Fair, so they can cast a Semblance Anvil. And now again, their things, everything that they have is discounted. Unless I'm missing something, this is not really anything of a combo on its own, right? It needs something else. So, the star we knew about. Spells you cast that share a card type, the exile card costs 2 less to cast. Okay. So all their artifacts cost 2 less. Really unfortunate that we just drew 2 lands there. I guess that's the risk of keeping a land-heavy hand, is if you just keep drawing into more lands. But let's just try to get in there, see what we can do. So, I guess I probably should have played the fetch to put more stuff in the yard, because that would have been more. Alright, it's like, maybe they're going to cast something, yeah, we're not even be able to counter it. Metalwork Colossus, very cool. Yeah, I guess minor thing just to fetch. I was thinking like, oh, we've already drawn all of our shock lands, but actually we could draw basics off of this. Alright, Stubborn Denial. Not really doing too much here for us. So yeah, just gonna have to pass the turn, I suppose. I guess we're already chump blocking this Metalwork Colossus, aren't we? Because we're at 10 life. I'm sure they could just go fetch up an artifact here. They have plenty of mana and cast whatever it would be. Okay. Grabbed a Mystic Forge. And looks like they can cast it. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and scoop it up. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, against a deck like theirs, Kolaghan's Command seems pretty good. D-Strokes and Mana Leaks seem good as well. Looks like they are playing Urza, so, you know, Fatal Push isn't nothing. Cling to Dust probably is not doing much for us here. Drown the Loch didn't look very good. I'm kind of tempted to take out... Well, so we saw Metalwork Colossus and Urza, so it's like, is Terminate just the better card here than Dismember, potentially? It's hard to say. Because we don't really know the full details of their deck. So, let's try that. Thinking maybe we cut a flex slot card like Channel or Scions. Let's do that. Alright, and so I think what we're looking to do here is definitely probably mulligan the way we were supposed to do that first game, which is mulligan for a more aggressive, assertive hand here. Hand's got good tools in Terminate and K Command. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like an Emery deck. How realistic is this Gurmag Angler we have here? We're just going to mulligan this one. Alright, that's unfortunate. We got a mulligan to a no-lander there. Alright, I think we have to keep this one. Unfortunate we don't have a threat. We could get really greedy and bottom a bauble and a land to try to just keep all this action. Yeah, I don't imagine us winning this game, so I think we have to get pretty lucky anyway. Yeah, I don't really. I guess we're supposed to bottom the Royal Silence. I just hate bottoming here. Like Royal Silence is literally like the only thing that we're doing with this hand, right? Besides like Thoughtseize and Mana Leak. So maybe it's supposed to be Bobble to help dig for that thing that we could do that's better. So let's just take Semblance Anvil, and then maybe we can Mana Leak that Mystic Forge when it comes down. This one nice thing is if we top deck a Death Shadow, okay, not quite what we're looking for. It's a little unfortunate here. It's kind of a thing that happens a lot when I play Grixis. You just kind of spin your wheels, don't do a whole lot. I guess I'll stub that. Just kind of just slow down our opponent a little bit. See if we can buy ourselves some time to draw into a threat. Okay, very nice. Hopefully they can't Mystic Forge us next turn. That would be nice if our opponent did not do that. Okay. Okay. Talisman, very cool. Alright, so I think we just hold up this leak. Hopefully we just hit, I don't know, some Street Wraiths. Okay, Temur Battle Rage. We've only got a 1/1 Shadow. It's a little bit, it's not too menacing right now. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and leak this Mystic Forge here. Alright, let's hope for that fetch land. It's not a fetch land, but it is a Disdainful Stroke, which potentially could be useful here, depending on what they cast. I guess it's nice that it hits Urza. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're just passing to us. I really don't want to go shields down on this D-stroke. I think I'm just going to pass. If they do nothing again, we can just Thought Scour on the end step. I just don't want to D-stroke. I just don't want to Thought Scour ourselves, not hit anything, you know. Sorry, not hit the land so that we can't keep holding up Disdainful Stroke. Okay. Alright, it's getting a little sketchy here. 1/1 Shadow, I don't know. I mean, once we start hitting land drops, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape here. Our opponent is certainly just flooding out very, very intensely. Alright, let that one go, of course. Alright, they just cast it, but they don't imprint anything. Kind of weird, but... Another Battle Rage. Woo-wee, we are just never hitting this third land, are we? Well, we tell you, when we hit that third land... Fetch land, sorry. I keep saying third land like they're all the same. I should keep saying fetch land. We hit that third fetch land. And I think we're in good shape here. Alright, casting something big. Let's go ahead and Disdainful Stroke that. Alright, land would be fantastic here. And then we could like maybe K-command them in the draw step, something like that. Alright. Kind of funny. Alright, so I think hopefully if they top deck something huge, it's just an artifact that doesn't devastate the board too much, and then we can clean it up with a K command. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, it's like I would spin. I would imagine they're going to spin here. Sure. Doesn't seem very good when you're empty-handed. Just another artifact. I guess it just makes the construct thicker, right? All right, deck. Let's get that fetch land, huh? Very funny, deck. Very funny. So I guess we can destroy this artifact and attack. Awkward. Man, if that was a fetch land, I think we were just set, right? So we're obviously playing the lands. Are we just supposed to cast the Royal Scions? Like, if they attack us with this construct, we don't care that much. I guess if we play the Royal Scions, they're probably going to attack the Royal Scions with this construct. I think that's the best we can do here. We just got to just dig. Alright, actually, I want to ditch Mana Leak here. Alright, I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to K-command that construct. I don't know. It's just the fact that we're not killing the thing that really matters, which am I... Oh, well. That'll happen. Good old Grixis. Yeah, I believe you are cracking that blessing. Yes. Okay, so at the very least, if they spin and miss... Okay, Mind Stuns. It's a good hit for sure. Okay, now they can kill the Royal Scions. That's really unfortunate. Yep. Fetch land? Okay, I think we're doing something now. So we're gonna go ahead and return the Death Shadow, kill the construct. Yeah. Forgot about that ability. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so they can cast that next turn. So I guess we have to top deck a removal spell now. Curious that they spun, but can they still cast that Metalwork Colossus now? 1, 2, 3. Oh, because it's reduced by the number of artifacts you have. Right. Makes sense. Okay, now the lands are coming, of course. Kind of classic Grixis things. So, I mean, the cycle never ends, right? Because we can shock this in. If they go to attack, we block and battle rage it, and then we kill this, but they'll just get it back, right? All right, I think we can just go to the next game. All right. All right, sweet. Let's get in the next game. All right. We'd love to play first. Don't think this is a keepable hand. This hand's pretty mediocre as well. But at the very least, we can maybe bottom a land here and see if we can't bobble our way into a better hand, potentially. I guess also something we can do is we can just do the classic blue to Delta bobble pass. And then if they have a turn 1 non-creature spell, we can stub it, untap, and then Thoughtseize. Alright, wonderful. We get to stub that. Definitely nice. And then I believe in the Amulet matchup here, it's just so important. Okay, they're just going to top deck another one. Very cool. Okay, so I actually think we're just supposed to pass and drown the lock that Amulet of Vigor coming off the top of their deck there. And then we just slamming a turn 3 Royal Scions. It's kind of funny if so. Opponent, I'm guessing, is going to be super annoyed by this. I would certainly be if I was them. Third Amulet? Okay, Arboreal Grazer, sure. Yeah, I think we're supposed to just Scions here. I mean, we just have to find a threat, like, right? Let's Thoughtseizing next turn. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, I think we're just going to cast the Royal Scions here. Spin the Street Wraith, pass. Sure, Azusa. So, guessing a Titan is in our future, I would guess. But we got a Thoughtseize to potentially protect us from something like that. So okay, yeah. Okay, so Thoughtseize no longer needed, so we can just Scions that away. Because we know they just have 4, now they're just empty-handed, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so they have Titan mana. So let's go ahead and bin that Thoughtseize, let's scour ourselves. What are they drawing into? Cavern of Souls, okay. I guess we were supposed to, yeah, no, actually we were supposed to bobble ourselves because whatever they're drawing, right? And we could have, yeah, we had some decision making here over our top decks, so. Yeah, so we were supposed to just bobble ourselves. That was a big mistake, but that's all right. Let's see if we can not compound that mistake with further ones. So let's see if we can play a little tighter here. I still like just scouring myself here. Because we're just digging for a threat. Alright, so we're just going to do it again. Off the steam vents here. Okay, cling to dust. Hey, there he is. Alright, let's just tick up again. Okay. So now we have a Scions that's about to ultimate, which is kind of cool. That being said, we may want to just power it up with... hold on, so they're just passing, right? I think I'm supposed to cling to cycle here. Just do it on an Amulet. Okay. Okay, Gurmag Angler. So what's the play here? I think we're just supposed to ultimate, right? Okay, that's pretty nice. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we hit ourselves, then this becomes an 11/11. And then if I battle rage it, then it's 22/22, and so they could block. Okay, so they have the blockers for it. So with that in mind, I think I'm supposed to just go face. So I could have I'm sorry, let me say that. Explain that more. I could have Scions and then hit myself to make this an 11/11 and it'd be 22 with the trampling, but they could actually double block. I guess I could have hit myself, attack, see what they did, but I would be shocked if they didn't double block in that spot. Cool. So what else can we do here? Maybe I was supposed to hit myself. I don't know. I just don't like hitting. I don't want to take my life down total that low if I don't know for sure that I'm gonna kill my opponent, right? All right, so we can bobble ourselves, and we can thought scour it over if it's not something we like. Okay, so we don't want Inquisition, so let's scour ourselves here. Okay, snap. So we got a whole lot here. So let's just attack. I think I'm just gonna play a Gurmag and then just hold up double stub. Also, it's funny, we have been through a lot of cards in our deck. We only have 23 cards left in our deck, which is really funny, because I think we hit every single Drown in the lock. We just got triple stub. So let's hope they don't draw the Natural Titan. Yeah, I was going to say, Natural Titan would be really rough. Are they going to concede to that? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that was a pretty funny game. Okay, so against Amulet Titan, definitely want these. I definitely want these. We can trim on some pushes because we're bringing in better removal spells in the form of Terminate. I like Dismember quite a bit in this matchup. Cling to Dust is not needed. I want to cut Drown in the Lock. It feels like a bit of a liability at times. The Royal Scions won us that game, but that's not normally how that goes down. Just channel or something we want? I don't know. My perception of this matchup's like it's a big race. You know, we're just trying to race to see who can kill each other fastest. I think that's what I like. I mean, you definitely could argue for K Command here, but I think it's slow on the draw, and I don't know if it's anything better than what we're doing here. Just have like a big glut of counter spells, which I like. Yep, I think this is fine. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, definitely a funny last game. We ultimate the Royal Scions against an Amulet Titan player. Our opponent had a really strong hand because, yeah, definitely a keepable hand, right? They just had everything but the payoff. But thankfully we were able to get rid of some of those Amulet of Vigors, and then we also faded them, you know, having much else going on there, so. Alright, on the draw is definitely tougher. So 7, 14... I think this is a keep, actually, with the bobble. But let me think. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, I think I'm going to keep. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Alright, so Amulet of Vigor. Okay. Definitely that stub. That's why. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, what we're looking for here. So if I shock this in, I'm at 18. Then I go to 14, and I can fetch shock for the Shadow. So I think I'm just supposed to shock in Watery Grave. So I'm thinking I want Blood Crypt off of this. And then we have potentially a non-creature spell covered, and then definitely have a creature spell covered. So we're actually hoping for the creature so that we can turn on our Shadow here. Turn off auto yields. See what they've got here. Sure, we got the Explorer. Colony Garden. Let's see what else they do. We might be dismembering a plant token. I think we stub this, actually. Because we want to stifle their mana development as best we can. And we can still dismember the plant, play a Shadow next turn. EE, that's rough. It's really unfortunate for sure. So I think the best we can do is just land pass, and let me explain why. I think because we see that they have EE, they're drawing into EE. We have to hope that they prioritize developing mana in some way instead of playing out that EE. So like maybe they go land Dryad, we can dismember the Dryad. Something. Because I don't want to just play Death Shadow out into known EE and have wasted a lot of my resources to have done so. Of course, they could just play the EE here, and then we're in some trouble for sure. Okay, let's see if this is Dryad. Looks like it might be EE, though. My guess is they would just EE on 1 in the dark. Yep. Okay. Well, it was definitely... I think it was still worth the shot that they wouldn't play the EE out. And the reason why I didn't Inquisition is because I was going to see if they didn't play EE, then we could have Inquisitioned out of their hand. We're going to hold the line on this Dismember. I don't want it... The reason to Dismember this plant... Okay, that potentially is really good here. Alright, so... Okay, let's just start here. Summoner's Pact, sure. So now, what's the play? The play, I believe, is to... Now we want to force them to crack EE, because that will also kill their Amulet of Vigor. Additionally, we can maybe tie up their mana so that they T-West, and then we can Thoughtseize the Summoner's Pact they T-West for. I guess they don't have any blue right now, huh? That's one thing that's tying them up a little bit here. Okay, how do I lure my opponent into this even more? So I can grab Swamp, I can snap, dismember this plant, and then that would take this a 7/7 and I can attack. I think that's the best of what we're doing here, right? Because we just want to force the crack on this EE, right? And then if they take this hit, that's actually pretty good for us, right? Wow, they take it. It's actually, I think that's really good for us because now that means that we're doing a lot less work to kill them with other top deck threats. I mean, crazier things have happened, but maybe a Battle Rage on a Snapcaster will eventually do it here. I don't know, though. But they've had 2 draws since we've last looked at their hand, so they have T-West, Sanctuary, something else. Alright, so if this is a Titan, this game's probably over. Oh, can they Titan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, they can Titan. Okay. Interesting stuff. So we're going to go ahead and Thoughtseize to force the crack on the Shadow. Crack on the EE. Okay, fair enough. I guess one thing about firing off that Thoughtseize, maybe we shouldn't have, because now they can T-West potentially. I guess they still are like a couple turns off of that. Okay. What gets us out of this? Just like threat right now. Alright, so now we have on a 2-turn clock, which is funny. But I think... Can they T-West here and then play the Titan? I don't think so. I mean, we're just going for it, right? I mean, this is... The memes are too good to not, right? I mean, Shadow's nice, but this is what we're going for here. That was too funny. Just battle raging a Shadow 2 turns in a row to win the game. That's super funny. Alright, that was fun. That was fun. Alright. Alright, Grixis. Alright. 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 Can't hate too much. We got to battle rage a Snapcaster 2 turns in a row to win the game. Alright, Grixis. That was a lot of fun though. Alright, let's see what match number 3 brings for us. Oh, Grixis. So it's like a solid hand in terms of disruption, but it just has no threats. So I think we mull this. Okay, this hand's a lot better. Gonna keep. And I think it's actually Thought Scour here. I wish this was our 7, obviously. But this is 5. And so this is 3, 5, 7. Ooh, if this was another fetch land, that'd be pretty cool. Or is it we bottom stub? Maybe it's stub, actually. May have been a huge mistake. I'm really not sure on what the bottom is there. Okay, Bobble, interesting. Bobble and no companion. So this is like Black Green Rock or the Mirror. This is the like the Mirror. That's funny. Great draw. Actually, should have cycled Street Wraith first, maybe. No, we're just gonna Thoughtseize. They have stub. Yeah, looks like they have stub. Funny enough, what's worse about this stub is just the fact that we don't lose the life, making these shadows a little awkward. Can't believe we got paired up against the Mirror. Classic. We have a Gurmag Angler. Guess they need one more card for an Angler. Ooh, look at our opponent passing with the stub up, then untapping and Thoughtseizing. Kind of love to see it. Yep. Makes sense. Oh yeah, that was a reason just to do it off of this. Fair enough. They bobbling on their own turn when they know that we're Death Shadow feels bad. Gurmag Angler? Unfortunately, if they have another stub, oh, the Royal Scion, sure. So, let's see if they attack us. Surprised by that. So we can snap dismember this. Acquisition, interesting. Oh, we can just snap push it now. No, now we can just drown it and then play a Death Shadow. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the Royal Scions is definitely an issue here. So there's an argument to just snap, do something. But we don't have to snap do something yet. We can just pass. Can bobble them on their upkeep. They drew a bobble. They're drawing a bobble. Yeah, we can, because we can snap scour if we need to. We can also snap push or snap dismember if we need to. But this obviously is a huge issue here. Yeah, they might be able to, if they, it looks like they have a removal spell, would be my guess. If they're not playing anything to the board here. So good chance this just dies, or they could just have a drown wall. Just gonna scour ourselves. Yeah, I mean they're super paused, they're like taking their time here. They most certainly have a removal spell. Oh, they got K command. Yep, sure. Alright, so we have to fight through an ultimated Royal Scions, which is not probably gonna happen. Alright, now they're like, oh wait, we were supposed to do the bobble then. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this first. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, whatever. Still though, that was bad. They draw 4 cards so they can deal a bunch of damage to us. So they're drawing into a stub. Oh no, wait, they can put us to 1? Ooh, interesting. Oh no, they can just kill our shadow? Oh wait, we can protect it, potentially. This is interesting. Okay. Draw the cards. Now where are they targeting? They have 6 cards in hand. Alright, so... Good. My guess is they just drew into a fatal push, so they're just trying to get us to, you know, necessarily lose life. That'd be my guess, but I could be wrong here. I guess this doesn't play around like a K command very well. Should have maybe fetch shock to play around K command. I don't know. Guess there's some crazy world where they brick. Oh, dismember. Okay, sure. Sure. Wow, they don't have a threat to play? How is that even possible? That's wild. Alright, it's a big opportunity for us, for sure. Oh. Thoughtseize? Oh, okay, command, sure. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, it's really unfortunate. We could cling their shadow. Lose the Royal Scions. Or we could cling a bauble, draw a card, protect the Royal Scions. This is a tough decision. I think we're supposed to cling their shadow. Not an easy decision here. I could hear arguments for either, but I guess my thought is just tempo here. We're not going to play the Royal Scions anyway, so... Definitely unfortunate, but hey. I think keeping them off of... Oh, okay, I totally forgot we had another draw step because of the bobble, but yeah. I think trying to keeping them off a threat, which they clearly don't have, is most important here. So. Okay. So, how many dismembers have we been through? Just one? Okay. Thoughtseize, please? Thoughtseize? Thoughtseize? Oh, this is a Gurmag? Gurmag is most certainly GG, right? Because then they have Gurmag holding up stub. We know they drew into a stub. Okay. Most certainly GG here. Okay. So I play this out as probably dying. I think that's okay. Because if it's in some weird world it doesn't die. We've already been through both battle rages, notably, from them, so we don't have to play around that card. Okay. Cracking, spooky. What's this? Another Gurmag? Oh, okay. So our outs are like Inquisition away the stub, and then we cling to dust to stay alive here. We could hardcast a Street Wraith that's just a chump blocker. Guess that buys us another turn. Unless they have Drown in the lock here, this certainly is not dying or getting countered. No. This is True Name Nemesis, by the way. Actual, factual True Name Nemesis. Because they don't have Dismembers anymore, they don't have Battle Rages anymore. So those are two things we don't have to worry about. Alright, well, let's see. Maybe they will not take this bait. Just trying to hit Gurmag Angler. I think they should stub this, but... yeah. Cool. Alright, go to post board. Alright, we're up on time. That's nice. That maybe is a thing in this sometimes. Alright, what do we like? These all seem fine. Spell bombs, maybe. What do we want to cut? So battle rages I don't like in the mirror. Can kind of trim on Inquisitions if things get grindy. I think that's fine. Dismembers, you just have to have an out to Gurmag Angler. The old Gangler. We want everything else though, right? It's like Channeler just never surviving. I could see that, but just like having an extra threat to top deck late game might be just like way to go. This might be wrong, but I'm gonna trim on some of that there. Yeah, because I don't know. It's like I don't ever trim stubs, right? Just seem too good. Potentially, maybe we can get away with trimming one because the fact that if they have a lot of removal spells, stubs can be dead. Or played around easily if you don't have the threat out. It's interesting. I'm not sure 100%. Obviously there's some conversation here about taking the play or the draw, but absent any, you know, anything really insightful that I have about how to play the mirror, I'm just going to take the play. Alright, it's unfortunate. Sounds pretty bad too. I think we have to keep... It's the snap or the K command just because of what we've been able to cast here. I think it's just K command. We land pass. I mean, I guess this would be a reason to take the draws. If you mulligan on the play, it's probably a death sentence, right? Our opponent's got 8 cards. I mean, they're about to play a land, obviously. So they'll have 7 cards to our 5. Yeah, that's probably just a death sentence, right? Guess that's magic though, right? I mean, we were dealt in a hand with no lands and had a mulligan. Not much else to it. Opponent's in the tank here. I'm not really sure what over. Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't even know. I mean, you just do it or you don't. I don't know. Cool. Stubbing, not even because our hand's that phenomenal, but just honestly because it. Gosh, why are they cracking on their own turn? You shouldn't do that. If we draw Thoughtseize, then we have more information to pick, better things to pick from. And they're Street Wraithing. Why would you do these things? Wow, okay. Well, can we please draw Thoughtseize to show our opponent why we don't do all this on their own turn? They didn't need to do all this. Like, there's no rush. Oh, my lord. Alright, whatever. Thoughtseize. Yay. Actually, if they have Drown in the lock, it's kind of sick, so we get the stub back. Alright, we have a lot of cards in here. Opponent, a lot of cards. I guess if you just draw on your own turn, you just draw so many things, it's like, oh, okay, I don't even know what to try to fight over here. Okay, so Snap and K command maybe are... Like, we do have a stub. Does count for something. I think we're just supposed to take some of these threats. If we get to cast this Gurmag Angler, I mean, if we can cast it anytime soon, maybe, like, it maybe is good. Because what do we have right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need one more thing to go to the yard, and we can Gurmag. And maybe the Gurmag gets us there? We'll see. Like, if they hit land, go for K command, we have stub, which is nice. Alright, we'll just untap. Another fetch land would be fine. Okay, another stub. Alright. Interesting stuff. EE's a funny one in the mirror. Like, I guess it definitely has its role, it has its place for sure. Staring match continues. Alright, this is funny. This is like classic Grixis things, just two players stuck on two lands and no way to deploy out their hand because their deck is... because their deck's Grixis. I don't know. This is funny to me. Okay, so they're going to EE on one so they don't discard to hand size. I think I'm just... Okay, so is flashing and snap even doing anything? Because, like, I don't know. Because I don't want to turn on their Death Shadow, right? Like, that's what they're waiting on. Is because they only have the one fetch land and they're at 16. So, yeah, I don't see any purpose in flashing and snap here. Okay. That's an interesting one. 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're just going to pass again. And then we get to mess with them on their end step with K command. The reason I didn't want to Gurmag there is because there's a chance we can Gurmag and hold up double stub, which like I think is going to be really, really powerful. So actually what we're going to do here is... Actually, we're going to do nothing because they're going to go to cleanup, right? Yeah, let's just let them go to cleanup. They discard a stub, sure. Okay, so now we can Gurmag hold up stub. Which I think I'm interested in. This is fine. Okay. So now we're kind of initiated the chain of events here. But short of double I guess they have snap, so if they have dismember here and then snap dismember. Oh, they have... Okay, yeah. We have stub, then they stub back. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Unfortunate that neither of these were fetches, because then we could have held up double stub. Okay. Let's see what happens when we fatal push this. I think I can just use my mana here. And I can, because I'm not... No, I'm just going to stub back. I was like thinking about snap stubbing it. But I don't know if that's accomplishing much. Because I do want to Thought Scar myself so I can do something like K command, get back the Angler next turn. Okay, they hit the land. So we knew about that. Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Thoughtseize, sure. Okay, I think we let this go. Yeah, we're just going to let this go. Because I think they have to take K command. And then we're going to scour ourselves and we get to do some Snapcaster things. They're probably going to get the better of us here. We'll see, though. Okay. Double threat in the yard. Feels bad. So we can snap K command, kill this, get back Gurmag. Okay. So I think we get back Gurmag, kill the snap. Or sorry, I said that backwards. Kill the snap, get back Gurmag. So now they can K command us, kill this, make us discard. We'll just pitch the Drown in the Lock. Or they could K command us, make us discard, return a Shadow. A lot of stuff going on here. Ooh, lands. Okay, a little bit scary. They have other more potent lines available here. Uh-oh. So if they have something like Inquisition, take the Drown, then K command, make us discard, that's probably game, right? Or they can go K command, make us discard, get back the Shadow. Okay, if they do that, then we got a sad pitch the Gurmag. We Drown in the Lock their Shadow, hit them for 2 with the Snappy. Target player discards a card. Okay, yeah. So we got to pitch Gurmag. It feels bad. Royal Silence? Ooh. Okay. If I had gotten greedy, we would have gotten super rewarded here. Wait, hold on. Let's use this instead because Drown in the Lock can counter something. Okay, this is getting weird. If they fatal push the Snappy, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to do this now to play around Stubborn Denial. because if we let it resolve first, then they have a live stub. This means a fatal push hits the snappy. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we're top decking. We get first bite at the apple here. Alright, it's not the best. Yeah, that's definitely not it. I mean, I guess it's... Ooh, they just fetched when they know we're playing Kalagon's Command. A little risky. I guess it's not that. I mean, we've already been through one, so... So let's see. Thoughtseize, obviously, is what we want them to draw. Or Gurmag Angler, of course, is fine, because we got it covered. Definitely, I think, good games, either way this goes. I mean, opponent certainly advantaged here. Oof, okay, yeah. That was a really good top deck, so what are you going to do? Alright, so they have Snap Push. Oh, they also have this EE. Ooh. So they have Snap, K Command, make us discard again, get back a Shadow. So they kind of have us in the chokehold either way, right? I guess we're going to make them use the resources. I don't want to play Death Shadow, they just crack EE on tap. Right. So, kind of like lose-lose either way here. Okay. Oh, they're just going to wait to the end step? Okay. Just do it in our upkeep, I suppose? Doing our draw step? No? Okay. So now I actually do want to tie out the Shadow because I want to gum up whatever plan they have here. Because they can't both crack EE and then snap K Command. Just have Geronimo. Snap. I'm just going to target something and then just... Okay. Weird. Don't quite get that. But they're going to just like do 2 damage to us? Huh, why would they do that? Interesting stuff. Okay. Oh, they hit Gurmag as well? That's certainly game over, right? Alright, well, opponent made some kind of head-scratcher plays that I didn't understand at all, but okay. I mean, they won, so what are you going to do about it? It's got to be... whatever. Man, I just run like total fucking swamp water when I play Grixis. Alright, weird stuff. I mean, whatever. I guess that was fun. I don't know. I guess I'm very thinly disguising my disdain for this deck. Oh, Grixis. Alright, MTGO, come on. Let's get this league over with. Come on. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Match number 4. Victorious Champion. Whoa. Definitely feel intimidated against Victorious Champion. But we'll certainly keep a hand that looks like this. Has the potential to deploy our threats. Opponent mulligans to 6. Let's see what they are up to. Okay, Black Leaf Cliffs against Jund, maybe. Alright, second fetch is not bad. I should be getting in the habit of leading on Bloodstained Mire to more conceal a stub. It's very, very minor, but it's something I should be doing here. Okay. Just untap. Okay, that's pretty cool too. I think Blackleaf Cliff Swamp, pass. I'm just going to pass back, actually. I'm a little spooked. I want to hold up all my stuff. I don't want to do anything until our opponent has done something first here. Like this. Like this. So, let's bobble ourselves first, just in case. There's a Thought Scour. Okay, so actually I'm going to draw into that. Because now we're setting up for potential triple threading next turn. Okay. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Oh my god, I messed up so badly, y'all. Okay, I got nothing to say. We'll just keep playing. Okay. I was so dumb. I was getting so caught up in being fancy that I just didn't even, whatever. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Okay, so they are Jund. Let's get one of our Death Shadows. They have no green sources yet. Take that one. We should have taken Bloodbraid Elf because we have this. We have this stub. Yeah, this just fell apart. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, we lost this game. We had this game won and we just lost. So whatever. Whatever. So they're going to block and then be able to flashback tokens. However, 5. They should actually not, because they should just Croaksta. Yeah, they should just Croaksta. It's just outsizes our threat. Yeah, it's all good. And Battle Rage is funny. So I'm just gonna do anything here, but okay, here comes Bloodbraid Elf. Polygon's command here. Yeah. Alright, so they just attack and then. Alright. So we can't attack because they're going to Croaksa. We have to discard the Battle Rage to Croaksa, and then we've got to Fatal Push it. Alright, that was embarrassing. Jeez. Oh, man. I hate this deck. I hate playing with Grixis, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just fed up. I hate this deck. Oh man. Let me just give me Jundaractos back. I just don't want to play another second of this stupid deck. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, let's try to make up for the horrid punt. Oh my gosh. Do you ever just misclick on MTGO and then hate yourself? Because I do. I do. It's not a keepable hand, I mean, right? Like, this hand sucks. Like every Grixis hand? Okay, this hand's alright. Their hand's super slow. So we'll just take the first thing that they could cast that's painful. Next turn we get to Thoughtseize Death Shadow. Maybe some weird sequence lets us Gurmag the turn after. I'm not sure. Okay. Like that. Maelstrom Pulse A. We're just taking the pulse. Another K command, interesting. So their hand is super gummed up. Obviously, if we don't find a way to lose life, this dies the K command. Ugh, Grixis. Why are you this way you are? Why are you like this? Okay, so... Oh, God, why are you like this, Grixis? No one likes you, except for people who are extremely good at piloting you. So, oh man, if that was a fetch land, then not only we get our shadows out of range of the K command, but then we could also Gurmag and Shadow. We drew the basic island. Man, imagine playing a deck where drawing basic island, or drawing your basic is just like the most devastating thing in the world. So I think we're just supposed to Gurmag, because if we don't hit another way to lower our life, and we play out this other shadow in hand, then we just get riggedy wrecked two turns in a row. Because I'm assuming our opponent's play is going to be K command, kill this, make us discard. So that's my guess. But, oh my God, that's so painful. Oh man. Yeah, so that was their draw for turn. We know because they have the Peat land in hand. Opponent, I got the Street Wraith. Just don't even. I got the Street Wraith, opponent. It literally would make no sense for me to have Street Wraith here. Yep. My deck is terrible. I know. I can't even beat John. It's embarrassing. There it is. Fuck, man. Fuck this deck, dude. God, I hate this deck. What the fuck, man? Ugh. Alright, opponent, do your worst. God, that's so tilting, man. That's so tilting, dude. Oh my god, I can't even think straight. That is so tilting, yo. Ugh. Alright, so now they're just threatening lethal next turn. Yay. Alright, I mean, we just gotta make them go for it. And then hopefully drawing the lock protects us. And then if they tap out, then they die to the Gurmag. Wow. That is very unfortunate. We need to top deck a fatal push. A push that's fatal, deck. Please and thank you. A push that is fatal. I guess Snappy would do it as well. We can fetch basic Swamp. That was miserable. Oh my god, that was miserable. Alright, let's get this stupid Grixis League out of the way, man. Oh, painful stuff, yo. Alright, I gotta find some zen, because if I leave playing Magic this upset, I'm just gonna be really not having a good day. So I gotta like just find my peace. We gotta remind ourselves that, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to grasping for solace here, I guess. Not sorry, that sounds really dramatic. What I'm trying to say is like I'm trying to think of like the right like words to put for this and like try to spin it into a positive light here is I guess what I'm trying to say. I obviously struggle to win with this deck. It is not necessarily the fault of the deck. It's not necessarily the fault of me either. You know, obviously I can't complain because the past couple days our luck with Shadow variants has been really good, and we've had some really fun leagues. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm saying here. I'm kind of rambling. Just trying to grasp on something here to make it so that I'm not just running into this last match and running away from this league just steaming over this deck, which really, really deeply frustrates me in a lot of ways. So maybe I can just vent. Let me just get it out of my system, and maybe I can feel better from there. I really feel like a deck like Grixis Shadow suffers for a lot of reasons. I think number one, in a very theoretical, like from a very broad perspective, just not even getting into the nitty gritty, like what the Grixis Shadow that we are playing is extraordinarily similar to the Grixis Shadow people were playing years ago. Now that's not inherently a bad thing, right? I mean, a deck like Ad Nauseam, for instance, and Burn. You know, Ad Nauseam obviously got monkey banned, but you know, for a while, it and Burn and other deck archetypes and you know, classic just Grixis hand, just unplayable. They had stayed the same, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. This hand sucks too, man. Oh my god, this deck is so bad. But what I do want to say is that I feel like a deck like this like needs to adapt or evolve in some way. And to be fair, Shadow as an archetype has in huge ways, right? Like when we have the Jund Shadow decks, we have the Lurrus Companion. It's really revolutionized how we play Shadow. I can't keep that hand. This hand's okay. I mean, it's not good, but okay. So that's one thing. I think that just inherently, from an outsider's perspective, the deck has not evolved, right? And it has kind of stayed. I swear to God, if we get turn one Thoughtseized. Okay, Swifty. Okay, well, alright, so we're playing against Lurrus. And we mulled a 5 in the Shadow Mirror. Oh my god. Alright. think we thought. See, I don't even know. Whatever. Just gonna start clicking buttons. Okay. Now to get into the nitty gritty of this deck. So, what are they drawing into? Okay. The deck also asks of its pilot to be able to play a game plan that I feel is becoming less and less viable in Modern. As decks get more powerful and as decks become more efficient, a deck like Grixis Shadow, I mean, look at this. The idea that you can win by playing a strategy where you're trying to find a threat, land it, and then protect it, I think is a strategy which, I don't know, maybe it's too inefficient. I don't know what the word is for it. I just don't think it's a strategy that can fly in a format as ruthless and cutthroat in Modern, where both the removal spells and the answers have gotten way better in this format. So think about things like even digging far back as like Assassin's Trophy, and then running up the line of like Skyclave Apparition, I don't know, other decks. I think to play a deck where you are intentionally lowering your life to enable a threat like Death Shadow, I think you need to be somehow like putting it way in your opponent's court very quickly. Like just kill them quick, deprive them of a lot of draw steps, because Modern is more powerful now, Modern is more efficient now. People's decks are better made, or way better, more powerful and way better made now than they were years in the past. So this whole idea that we can like put ourselves down to 9 life and then just chill there for a couple turns, while also protecting our threats, I think is just not viable. Now that's how I feel about it. Obviously, if I was getting great results and I was running really well with Grixis Shadow, I'd be singing a totally different tune. But that's how I feel, and I think that I just really need to say that out loud, because if I don't get it off my chest, I'm just going to literally leave this league just fuming and just pissed. Okay, so against this deck, we're just going to bring in some things we want in the mirror, take out things we don't want in the mirror. Hand disruption is good because they play the Luris. We want to snipe that out of hand. But actually, maybe Spellbomb's better. Yeah, Spellbomb's maybe better. Oh wait, I have 61 cards. Let me cut out another card deck, please. It's frozen, so okay, whatever. We're playing the 61 card special. You love to see it. All right, let's get this out of the way, and then we can move on. We only have to play just classic Grixis, Great hands. This hand's like trash too. I guess we keep and hope to hit that second land. Are we ever casting this Gurmag Angler? Don't think so. Alright. So the plan here is to bobble ourselves. If we don't see a land, we'll fetch it away. Let's see, we have a Thoughtseize, Bomat Courier, sure. Bloodstained Mars, so 1 tap. Okay, we got our threat. It's nice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play out the Spellbomb pass. Potentially, we don't have to worry about this Bomat Courier right away. We want to save this Fatal Push for a potential Scourge of the Skyclaves, if they so choose to play it on turn 2 here. If they hit us down to 15, we can fetch off for a Shadow. Let's see what they choose to do. Obviously, if they don't hit a land drop and just pass, then we just Fatal Push the Bomat for sure. No, they don't. Okay, so they're Jund Shadow. Gotcha. We have a Scourge. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and take care of this. It's actually a really good draw here. I'm gonna fetch shock now. Yeah, I'm just gonna fetch shock now. Because, excuse me, I don't want to get caught up. Like, I don't want to go to fetch and they bolt in response or just something like that. So. Okay, Swift Spear, sure. Okay, bobble. Fatal push. Okay. Go ahead and just take care of that courier, get our F6 value here. And then hopefully we just draw dead so we can concede the game and move on. So yeah, guess I'm going to bobble an upkeep here. Yep. Alright, alright. I guess we got a bit of our Nombo here, huh? I'll Spellbound Drown. Okay. So we are getting at a pretty low life total, so let's go ahead and terminate here. Neither Terminator Drown the Lock plays around Veil Summer. Okay, so they're gonna Battle Rage one of them? Bolt us. Okay. Cool story, opponent. Cool story. Alright, we got a dig for an answer here or a threat. That's not. That's neither. And that is neither. Great draws. Sweet. GG's. Alright. Ooh, that league is over. We can take a deep sigh of relief and say we only got to play Grixis once more, and then never again. If you're still hanging out, I don't know why you are, but thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, I apologize for just, you know, being kind of just really off of it today. Playing badly, complaining the whole time. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm just really frustrated. I'm going to get up, move around a little bit. I got to get this out of my system. You know, it's all good. There's a reason why that all the big Magic or all the big Shadow players don't play Grixis anymore. I'll just put it that way. And then I'm going to leave all my bitterness here, and then I'm going to leave it here, and I promise I'm not going to carry it forward. Thank you so much, again, for everyone who's been here on this journey. This has really been an incredible journey, and being able to play through all these different Shadow variants has really been a good time and really cool. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you again so much. I will see everyone tomorrow.